What up, what up, what up? DJ here from that hashtag show, and this is 5 for 5, where I'm given the mission to watch a movie, and I gotta find 5 things that I loved about it, and 5 things I wasn't too crazy about, regardless if I loved the movie or not. Today's episode is Morgan.
I'm starting to feel like myself.
Okay, so here's one thing I did like about it. The pacing. Lou Scott did an amazing job as far as getting me interested, and I was interested from the beginning all the way until the end. I wanted to follow the story all the way through. I wanted to find out what the reveals were.
I'd like to discuss the incident if that's okay.
But at the same time, it was a very simple story. It was confined and very much close to its linear progression. It doesn't really go outside of itself, so
Show me how you feel.
We got Toby Jones, Boyd Holbrook, Michelle Yeoh, just to name a few of these amazing characters. I mean, I liked them so much, I wanted to see more. I really believe that they were together as long as they have been. I really feel the emotions and the connections with each other and the main character, which brings me to the other point. Some of them were really underutilized, and I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more screen time with these characters because I liked them so much. I know it was fleshed out, but I didn't get to see that fleshed out.
I'm just looking for some information.
Okay, so Morgan is not an action flick, like far from it. But it does have some action in it.
Don't be afraid.
And when it's happening, like, I want to see who's gonna win, and this person's dominating, but I thought this person's gonna dominate, and I'm doing this with the arms, and I'm like, ooh, and where are you gonna go with this? Which, man, I mean, so the action was there, and when it was there, it was effective, but it was so effective that certain scenes are kind of hard to watch. So if you're not a fan of unpredictable violence or just a person that kind of gets squeamish, you know, it may not be for you. So on one hand, action with the hands and the ooh and the ahs, and on the other hand, it's a and a and a ooh and a ah.
You'll see now how happy we can be.
I'm a story guy. I love good dialogue. I love a good script. And Seth Owens killed it in terms of both. I mean, it is the true testament of less is more. He left breadcrumbs going off over here that really made you want to go, okay, I want to go this direction, even though you want me to be right here, and alludes to backstory that I wanted to see. But on the other hand, there is a couple of head-scratcher moments with the characters. I mean, it's so smart that when there's a head-scratcher moment, you're just like, why are you doing that when you could have done this, and you're doing that? But at the same time, it's for script and the movie and for finality and, okay, so smart script, but also,
We knew right away that Morgan was very special.
Let's talk about music. Max Richter killed it. Every scene was so much better because of the music in the background. When it was sweet, it was really sweet.
There was joy in our heart.
When it was intense, I was on the edge of my seat like this.
Stop. You have to stop.
And when it was somber, I was like, oh.
You feeling a little sad, Morgan?
It really created that anticipation for what's about to happen next. But speaking of anticipation, there was a couple of predictable story elements that I was able to catch pretty early on.
Amy, don't go in there.
It wasn't a matter of fact of whether or not it was going to happen. It was more like, how is it gonna happen and how is it gonna feel about it? So, great music, predictability.
I imagine that's not exactly true.
All right, guys, so those are my 5 for 5 for Morgan. Did you see the movie? What'd you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Let me know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.